He got into it with two of us, but there was two others that he was sleeping with.
Oh.
And one of them, do you remember, they hooked up in a snowbank?
I forgot this.
Yes.
It's the Scott and Allie Not For Air podcast. The rules are gone. Shirt is untucked. Here's Scott and Allie.
I think you know it's going to be a good podcast when Allie is laughing, going, I just remembered a story I have to tell you.
Well, I forgot about it. Completely
Yes.
forgot about it. And it happened on our weekend vacation. We were at Seneca Lake, and it's one of those you can't judge a book by its cover. So we're on Seneca on Saturday morning. Zach and I are having coffee. We were given the opportunity to get into our Airbnb early, which is great.
That's a nice treat.
Yes. And we were taking advantage of it. His brother, sister-in-law, niece, and nephew weren't coming in until Saturday afternoon. So I said, why don't we go down to the lake, have a cup of coffee, have a nice slow morning. So we're down there and we see like all these tables and chairs set up where I don't want to say they shouldn't be there, but it's a public boat launch and a public beach. I guess you could say we can use beach for this term. It's a public beachy area. So usually, people go with like a camp chair or two, couple towels, a cooler, and they'll just jump in the lake, or they'll throw their boat in and then they park like over on the side.
Yeah.
So we see tons of tables, tons of chairs, tents, like as if it's almost going to be like a wedding reception down there. And when you're at the lake, you kind of want it peaceful. Two things that we saw there. The first one was a large Amish family, which we thought was really weird. Do Amish camp?
Oh, I don't know.
I mean, isn't their life like camping anyway?
Didn't years ago we do like a full Amish podcast?
We did.
Which actually, now making that statement, an Amish podcast would look like this.
Yeah.
It sound like this.
We
Silence.
did. But I mean, if your life is so simple,
Yeah.
what the heck is the point of going camping?
You kind of already are naturally camping. You're roughing it every day of the year. You're up
Exactly.
milking a cow at 3 a.m. and you got no heat in that house unless you chop wood.
I've got Rachel and Jeb who are taking family photos by Seneca Lake with their two little babies.
Oh, that's
and then,
interesting.
But like a little farther up was a larger campsite, and it was a bunch of Amish. And I thought, well, maybe your vacation is from planting gardens.
Do they do a family picnic where the entire community comes out because they're all cousins?
Well, that's what I thought all the tables and chairs were.
Yeah.
So we were like,
God, that was terrible. I shouldn't have said that.
why?
Well, like they're going to hear it.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
So that's what we thought was going to be happening. We're like, dang it, we wanted to bring brother, sister-in-law, niece, and nephew down here and just have like a very peaceful Seneca Lake experience. Well, then all of a sudden, this guy comes over. Now, the Amish people went away. They went back to their campsite. This guy comes over, and he is now setting out floats and coolers, and he's bringing over decorations for the tables. I'm legit thinking it's going to be a wedding. And he was a very attractive, very muscular man. Looked like one of those Instagram influencers because he was so just walking around with this, I think he had a tank top or something on it first. So
And he was Amish? Or just
no, the Amish people went back to their campsite. Now this guy is coming in, like setting up these stuff at the table, and we're like, what's going on? Can't quite figure it out. And Zach is getting increasingly annoyed. And so what I think he was annoyed at, though, was that mid setup, not only was he annoyed because he wanted this extremely peaceful experience, but this guy took off his tank top or t-shirt, whatever he was wearing, and I kept calling him Muscles. And I said, hey, because Muscles brought over a bag of Fritos, chips.
So you're like doing play-by-play at this point.
Yeah. And so I said to him, hey, do you think Muscles will be okay if I ask him for a couple Fritos up back here? And I think that it was just annoying Zach that I kept on just drawing attention to Muscles.
Yes.
Well, then, after all is said and done, these boats are pulling in, and this pontoon starts yelling at us because we're parked in this area. And this pontoon's like, hey, from the water, hey, you can't park there. You know, we got to get our boats in here, blah, blah, blah. You know, and although it's specifically to
The
park.
aggression.
Well, yeah. And so Zach's annoyed because, again, he wants this peaceful experience. And he doesn't want somebody yelling him at 9 o'clock in the morning while he's trying to have his morning coffee. And this, you know, douche canoe is yelling at him about where he's parked. So then Muscles comes over. And he's like, hey, man, it's okay. You know, we launch our boats here. And so nice that Zach just turned like a little turtle and like clammed up into his shell like, okay. And the guy's like, oh, yeah, by the way, it's my
Do you
wife.
want some Fritos?
It gets better. By the way, it's my wife's 40th birthday today. I'm throwing her a birthday party with all of her friends. We're doing like a little float party. We're going to have tons of food and drinks. Like, come over later. Come party with us.
And then Allie's like, I'm in.
So then I'm like, gosh, you look really familiar.
Oh.
And yeah. he says, well, I'm from Horseheads. He goes, you look really familiar too. And I just said, I'm from Corning. I just, respond that way. He says his name, which, by the way, most...
Oh, it's not Muscles? That's not
no,
his name?
but most Muscles kind of name ever. His name's Braun. Braun. Yeah.
Broad Muscles.
Yes. And then I'm like, oh, my name's Allie, whatever. And Zach felt like the littlest man after this guy was like, come back to our party.
Yeah,
come hang
we got
out.
tater salad.
Well, later on, we brought his brother back, his sister-in-law.
Oh, you guys all went to the party?
Well, we went back to the area. We went swimming, and Muscles again. Hey, you came back.
Yeah, look at that.
So that's the lesson. You can't judge a book by its cover.
No, the lesson is Allie cannot not crash a party, especially if she gets an invite from a complete stranger.
Well,
That's really what
and
it is.
then I'm like, whose birthday is it?
Yeah.
She's in the water. Hey, I really wanted to sing her the birthday song, but I didn't.
Oh, that would have been great. Let's
Wouldn't
do
have-
it now.
All right, a 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3.
This is your birthday song. It isn't very long. Stranger. So, wait a minute. What was the deal with the Amish people? Or were they just camping?
They were just camping, but I was wondering, what's the point? I didn't understand. I didn't
that is
understand.
a good question.
Like, shouldn't their vacation really be getting out of Dodge and going to New York City Times Square? Like, go overdrive on that.
Yes, we get 1 week a year, so we're putting all the technology into it.
Yes, that's what I would do.
Yeah.
I would make sure that good for them for being so solid to their beliefs.
Oh, sure.
But if I couldn't do something and I wanted to do something, like,
you may not have been exposed to
see
it, though, so I don't
see
know.
electricity,
See electricity.
then
Yes.
I'm going balls to the wall. And I'm going to make sure that I'm not seeing no other Amish people are in Times Square, right?
I haven't been in Times Square enough to wander around and say, oh, I see Rachel and Jeb showed.
Why is there Amish in the wild,
I
meaning
mean,
the wild, meaning like Times Square.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, I'm happy for them. I mean, it's nice they got a break
And
from the farm.
I've never seen an Amish person on vacation.
No, me neither. That's
Isn't-
new, unless they lived nearby and decided to take advantage of the view. That's a possibility. Yeah. All right. So back to the
Muscles?
Braun Muscles party. Did you end up eating the food or hanging
No.
around? No, you just waved and
Yeah.
that was that.
But he was just so friendly,
Yeah.
and I guess I was pleasantly surprised. I didn't know, but Zach was pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, right. I'm
He's like,
maybe
look
not
at this.
pleasantly, just-
At first he's like, oh, look at this jackhole back here, setting up, taking over the whole beach with him and his food and his tents and his chairs.
Everybody
blah, blah,
wanted
blah.
a slice of that beach that weekend. Jesus.
Or that beefcake.
Wow. No, I mean,
Beefcake. What an old timey phrase, beefcake.
Beefcake. Yeah. That's awesome.
I did try to look him up on social, how I thought his name would be spelled. I couldn't find him.
MUSC. No, what?
Couldn't find Braun.
Really?
Yeah, and then I thought, well, maybe it's short for something, but what would it be short for?
Brawny.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
All right, so I got a crazy story for you. I don't even remember who told me this. God, who was it? I don't know if it was Heather from Buffalo or somebody else. And God, I think anyway. We will joke here and there about the fact that I'm 55, but to me, I'm still like somewhere in my 30s in my head, like I look at my lifestyle. I got 2 young kids. I'm running around doing a million different things. I ain't
You're
got
an
time.
active, you're an active 55-year-old.
I don't got time to age. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, an active 55-year-old. So I don't have time to be, what I think a lot of people start drifting into at a certain point. And it's certainly not an older age, but I keep myself going, right? Well, they keep me going. So,
Right.
At any rate, it was like this weird backhanded kind of compliment type thing or something. I don't know. I think it was Heather or somebody. They go, "How old are you?" And I go, "Well, I'm 55." And they said, "Oh, you can now get a free coffee at Dunkin'." I'm like,
What?
well, apparently, you know how when you become a senior and you're like 65 plus?
Yeah, like a member of AARP.
Yeah, or whatever. You get all these perks.
Oh, believe me, my parents are using them up.
There you go. So you're because your parents are in their later 60s, like just past the mid-level of the 60s.
I think they are 60. My mom just turned 69, and my dad's about to be 69 in October.
God, okay. I thought they were a couple years younger, but either way. So obviously there's perks that come with when you become a senior citizen, at least by the technical number, whether you are, that way or not.
Oh, by the way, they take so much pride in the free stuff they get,
Oh,
too.
sure.
They will always text our family text group message about the free stuff. Oh, we just went to Dairy Queen and got a free dilly bar.
Sure.
I'm like, okay, well, only you're eating a dilly bar, but that's
Yeah, you're the only ones. They stock them just for you guys. But the funny thing about it is I was like, it was the weirdest feeling. I'm like, oh. You know what I mean? Like, you get a free coffee now.
I get excited when I get free stuff.
Oh.
Like, you know how you get free stuff for your birthday at certain
Yeah.
places? Then, although
I'm
the dentist always sends me a birthday card, and I think to myself, free teeth cleaning?
Yeah, no, that's their way of saying, you are still flossing, right?
Or you're still a patient, right?
Oh, yeah, you're still alive, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that was the weirdest feeling to me. I was just,
Oh,
that was my best reaction I could give was, oh. Like
Embrace it.
no, I'm not. No,
Hold on a
I will
second.
embrace it when I am at retirement age, which for me will be about 74.
Hold on a second.
By the way, that what?
I'm Googling what are the free things you can get when you turn 55.
Oh, I can't wait for the list.
It's Dunkin' and Dairy Queen.
It's those two, isn't it? Oh, wait, what can I get at Dairy Queen?
It says they offer a free small drink.
By the way, I'm still in the department of wanting a large drink, but either way.
Right. Small.
How do you, not that I'm going to do this.
Oh, wait. Entry into national parks becomes free?
That sounds right.
That's amazing. That's so great.
I mean, okay, that's kind of cool. How does it work? This is so bad.
Show them your,
Do I show them my license? And I'm like,
I don't know.
there you go. I don't know. I don't want the free stuff yet. I'm not ready for it. Maybe by 65.
Says the cheapest guy I know.
I know, but I don't need to be reminded that I'm like, hey, you're 55. Okay. I told you. I already act like I'm in my 30s, the way my lifestyle is. So,
Oh, yeah, because if you think about this, for anybody who forgot this part of Scott's life, if you didn't have Gavin and Lydia, right now you would have a 20-some-year-old child.
25, yeah.
25-year-old child. Megan's, older. What would you have to do? Even when the kids, your younger kids, when the younger kids are with their mom for an extended period of time, I feel like you don't even know what to do with yourself. Like,
oh yeah, that's very true.
Like,
that's very true. Man, let me tell you, I will do a shit ton of laundry.
okay, so you do a ton of laundry, but there's only 2 of you in the house right now.
I know. I mean, it's like,
So you just watch the washer and dryer spin around?
I guess we did take down the tree last weekend,
Okay.
the 2 trees, but
but
that
like
was.
daily when you go home.
I know it's weird. I mean, thankfully that I've got the 8 pugs because that'll, I'll get the greeting. I can hang out with them for a little while.
Okay.
But yeah, it's kind of weird. It's.
Do you just like pace around your house waiting for Tiffany to get home?
I find myself, and a lot of times she works late. So by the time she gets home, it's like, hi, good to see you. Nice day. Okay, here's the dogs. Bye. I'm going to bed. I mean, when you're working late and you got to get up early the next day, if you're doing a 12-hour, you don't want to, really hang out for an extended period of time.
Oh, yeah, no.
I look forward to Thursdays when Star Trek Strange New Worlds has a new episode right now.
Okay.
What an exciting life I got going on at this moment, huh?
You need to find a hobby.
Well, the worst part is I got shit to do, but also getting motivated to do it. Like, I still have cleanup to do from taking the trees down and stuff. I have 2 huge piles of now mulch that came from, grinding up these parts of these trees. I got stuff I can do. I hate doing shit alone. Can I tell you, I've realized something.
Oh, believe me, I know.
I am built. Yeah, you do. I am built this way. If I can team up with somebody, on cop shows, like in Law
They
and
have
Order,
a partner?
You got a partner.
Right.
And like you're on patrol together and this and that. Like you and I.
Mariska Hargitay and Chris Maloney.
You and I would have been great at that job. We could have sat at a stakeout all freaking night and talked about stupid shit like we do all the time.
I would literally kill you.
Yeah, no, you wouldn't. You drove with me for 5 hours and you had no issues.
I don't. I love you, but I don't want to spend that much time.
Well, you don't do a stakeout every day, but I mean, I could have done that style. I'm not saying I wanted to be a cop. I'm just saying I like that buddy system. You know what I mean?
You can't do anything alone. And this is to peek behind the curtain.
I work better with other people working with me.
You work better with just talking out loud all the time.
Yeah.
I sit here and I'm just like quietly working on the websites or whatever. And
it gets too quiet. I have to say something.
Oh my God, I know. You always have to say something.
Like if Terry would come over while I'm moving the piles of mulch, and he doesn't even have to help me, but in my mind, we're doing it as a collective team. I'm like, yeah, I'm inspired to do stuff. I hate having to get motivated to do shit alone.
I understand this in the cooking realm. Zach will stand in the kitchen. Well, we'll both stand in the kitchen and one cooks, the other one cooks. Either way, you're keeping the person company.
Yeah.
And I do love that.
Yeah.
I do. But with you, I don't need to talk every hour of the day.
Oh, yes, you do. You just don't know it.
I don't.
Yes,
I don't.
Yeah, you just don't know it.
I don't want to.
You don't realize it.
And you just keep talking and I just keep going, okay, okay. I don't even have to be paying attention or really giving you a valid response. There really is no response that you're getting from me except for a okay.
That's about right.
And
I'm
this
fine
makes
with
you
it.
feel good?
I'm fine with it. I'm chatting my way through it.
Oh, yeah. And our engineer comes in the room the other day and he got it. So Scott's like, well, Aaron, I got to go to Wegmans today and I got to go pick up a prescription and I got to go.
I do have to go to Wegmans today.
I know.
Now that you mentioned
I know.
it. Jeez.
Every
I'm out
day.
of coffee.
Every day. But he's telling our engineer, like our engineer gives a flying fuck. Like,
I had to pick up a prescription. It wasn't for me, but all right.
I don't know whatever you were telling him, he was just like, okay.
The laugh. I love this dude, but the laugh. You stumbled across it. Did you do that deliberately because you knew it would take me down there? This guy is the kindest, sweetest guy that you would ever meet. Super nice guy. The laugh. It puts
It sounds like that.
Oh, and when he really gets going, it's bigger. It's like,
and he's the human cigarette. He is the tiniest, lankiest guy.
Stick from his neck down. He weighs 87
Actually,
pounds and he's 6'1".
If you want to see what he looks like, in our TikTok video of our dress code, he's the second one in.
Yes, go watch that because but at the same time, super knowledgeable. Love the guy. Think he's great. He actually has some pretty good stories. Until he laughs. And then I'm like,
I like it.
You have a goofy laugh.
It's
He's
so
like,
goofy. I love his laugh. It's adorable.
It is contagious. I'll give you that. There is something about it when he laughs. Although sometimes, like in the midst of something, he'll say something and he'll follow it up with the and it makes you laugh, but then I'm just like, it takes you out of the moment because it's so hearty of a goof laugh. Like it's just, it's not, I don't want to say it's not normal. It's normal for him.
Yeah.
But it's so intense that you're just like, That almost
Now-
popped me out of the moment.
Two things about this, about you telling Aaron what you were going to do for the day, because I think you knew that Allie doesn't need to hear anything else that I'm going to do today. My two things are, did you ever think that Tiffany works the 12-hour days so she doesn't need a play-by-play?
Absolutely. Without a doubt.
All right, I want you to self-reflect on that. And then the
Yeah, I'll work on that.
second one is,
Self-report.
and the second one is, the next time you want to tell me every play-by-play of your day, did you ever think just let me just no.
Put your earbuds in. I'll feel good. You won't hear me. It'll all
Okay,
work out.
I'm gonna do that then.
I mean, because you got your hair down today, so I won't even see it. I'll think I'm talking to you, and it'll solve my issue. But yet at the same time, you're listening to whatever murder mystery you're listening
That's
to.
right.
It works for everybody. See, I don't care. Just occasionally nod your head.
Just-
like you can be nodding your head to the murder mystery. I'll think that you're acknowledging me. We all win.
Okay,
We win.
That's gonna
I'm
be what I
giving you
do.
free permission to just completely ignore me.
Now, in the last podcast,
Oh.
two things. First one's an update. Second one is we said this, we were going to tell this story. First thing was, I was really worried about meeting Zach's family. If you missed it on the show, it was easy. It was like the easiest thing I have ever done with a family. It was so comfortable. I loved it.
When did they go back?
We were with them from Saturday until they went back on Tuesday, but we left on Monday.
Okay, never mind.
So all day
that
Saturday-
negates my question. Never mind.
All day Saturday, all day Sunday, all day Monday. We left like Monday evening.
Got you.
And it was just comfortable. And we were around each other the entire time. You wake up, everyone's there. You're spending all day together. And even there were times where, speaking of not talking the entire time, there were times where, I'm just like drinking coffee, reading my book on the front porch while everyone is doing their thing or what have you. I just couldn't believe how easy it was.
Well, that's great. That's
Now,
good.
the other story we said we were going to tell was, did you ever get police escorted out of work? I had to be reminded from our other coworker, Melissa, how this went down. Because sometimes if you have somebody who gets fired usually fired, then
yes.
then they get escorted out, maybe by security. Like if you
Fear
work
of volatility.
and I'm going to give you a detail about this story that I don't know if you remember.
Oh, please don't mention the person's name.
I won't.
All right.
Well, anyway, this guy was a salesperson for a salesperson.
Yeah, I think
sales
he
manager,
had some level of sales manager, but
which is shocking because he was also the biggest douchehole ever. Well, anyway,
there was a level of slime dripping off.
that, and he had hair plugs that really just.
Oh, listen, thanks for saying that to the bald guy. I mean, maybe the guy wasn't ready yet. I told you stories over the years. I said the whole reason I got a hair replacement system, thank you,
yeah.
is because at 21, I wasn't ready to be bald in early 90s, living in Florida for a year, trying to pick it all up. You know what I'm saying? It's so...
Well,
that doesn't necessarily make him the worst. That's not his worst quality. He had plenty more.
so you can speculate on why he got fired, but I'm going to give you a couple key details, and then we can go from there.
I really don't remember the reason. I just remember the Sharifs being called.
Okay. Well, he didn't have a great reputation with the females in the office. That's the first thing. He tried to tell certain females what to do. So me being one of them, Melissa being another one, because I got into it with him once about our websites.
Was this beyond what his responsibilities would have been as a sales manager? Like, was it more of a delivery, but he might have been right? I need to understand that part.
He had asked me to do something on the website, and I said, well, it's just not possible. And he got in my face about it. And he's like, yes, it is. I know it is. I'm like, you don't know what our websites are capable of doing. And this was a long time ago. So this is
there
before.
were obvious limitations.
Yeah. We didn't have like this big fancy website at the time. So there was that. He got into it with Melissa from the front office. And of course that has to do with like money and
maybe somebody
policies.
paying when they're doing it, policies.
Yeah, policies, procedures, things like that. But he was driving, and this is the part where, Scott, I don't know if you remember this part. He was driving a Nissan that the company had purchased, but didn't have stickered yet with any radio stations. He was driving that for a while.
I don't believe it was supposed to be stickered. I believe that vehicle was supposed to be either the sales manager or the general manager's vehicle. Like they traded it out like that. In fact, I know who drove it before him. Our old general manager, Kevin, he originally drove that vehicle, but then it went to this gentleman we're speaking of. Well, we got to come up with a name. We'll call him
Brian
Slimy.
Carvancher.
I was going to go Slimy Steve, but okay.
Oh, Slimy Steve.
Slimy Steve.
Well, at the point that he is getting fired, I don't know if it's because another thing was he slept with a lot of women in the office. So he got into it with two of us.
Those hair plugs.
Right. He got into it with two of us, but there was two others that he was sleeping with.
Oh.
And one of them, do you remember, they hooked up in a snowbank?
I forgot this.
Yes.
And God, oh my God, it was after a company Christmas party. Maybe this is why they haven't done one of those in
All
years.
right.
It was a subordinate of his, and
So was the other girl.
oh, I didn't know that.
And at the time, we had a female general manager. And I think that plays a part into it.
yeah, and
Except for
oh
there's
my
one
God,
other piece.
the snowbank. I forgot all about that.
Except for there's one other
With
piece.
Blueberry, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Yep.
So there's one other
We have had nicknames for people over the years.
Muscles, Blueberry.
Muscles, Blueberry, yeah.
The final thing was, and I don't know if this is what got him fired or if it was his reputation with all the females in the office, whether he was fighting with them or banging them, was he had a gun in the glove box of the Nissan.
Now that you mention this, and it has been years, it was a detail I completely forgot. I think it was an unloaded gun, though, wasn't it?
Oh, I don't know. But that's why the cops got called.
So then who knew the gun was there?
I'm guessing one of the women he was sleeping with, or it was another salesperson.
Maybe
they went on-
tipped off
Yes.
the people like,
Yes.
hey, if you're going to axe him, he's got a gun in there.
Yes. And that's exactly what happened was they called the cops. They also called a taxi service.
Yes.
Because
Well, you got to get him a lift out of here.
yes, because he didn't have a car because he was driving the Nissan.
Yeah.
And they thought, would he literally go postal? Because he had the gun in the glove box. So the cops showed up for that. The taxi showed up to take him home, and then he got escorted out and was fired that day.
I want to know, did the sheriffs take the gun? I vividly remember the sheriffs being here.
That's a great question.
Because
I don't know.
Here's the thing, is what we don't know is, and I'm trying to remember if he had connections to, shall we say, some organized crime in the northern eastern part of the state. I want to say
well, because do you remember what his ex-wife did? I think they're exes now. That's why
no,
said
but I remember what somebody in his family did, ran a series of grocery stores.
it was his ex-wife's family that did.
Got it. Okay.
And that also came up in speculation too when I was asking
Like,
our,
was there a connection to organized crime?
that's what our other coworker said. She goes, I think that there in that area of upstate New York, there is a lot of organized crime.
Oh, yes.
Which was another fear at the time.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Well, how do you think half of Buffalo got built? It was the mob.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, and this was the other side of the state, if I'm not mistaken. But okay, so what I would want to know, and nobody will never know the answer. I want to know, was it registered to him? Like, was it a legal self-defense weapon, or was it, shall we say, the serial number missing, and it was given to him as a just in case we need some help somewhere type situation, in which case, yeah, then, you know, if the person hasn't been properly assessed and they have one in there, you could see it. And now that you mention it, I'm not going to say that he is the type of person that would or wouldn't have. I can't passionately take a stance of would he gone postal or no, he wouldn't have done that.
He seems like a guy who'd totally go postal.
I speculate, because I can't, it's so long ago, but because I can't passionately take a stance of no, he wouldn't, or yes, he might, I am glad to know that there was law enforcement here. But now I want to know where the gun is. I want to know, did they take it? Did they investigate it, give it back to him at some point? Because, you know, he never reappeared. You know,
no, I never. And I tried to look him up on social, couldn't find him. I didn't know if he changed his
because he's
name.
in jail for an unmarked gun.
You know, hold on a second.
I don't know.
You know, he
That
totally
I think is the most epic exit from this building that we've ever had. I mean, there's been other people that, you know, have had to leave quickly, or, you know, it was a surprise.
right,
or,
right. You know what I love though too is because
I got to tell you the most awkward story now that you just mentioned it.
sure.
So I'll never forget this. And I was just thinking about this because this individual, and again, I'm not going to say the name because I don't want anybody to feel bad. I was privy to a termination of someone that what they were trying to do, long and the short of it, sometimes this happens in our industry. They're trying to do a big refresh of a specific station. And they kind of thought, well, the individual that was running that station may not have been as amenable to and open to the changes that they were suggesting and would execute it as quick. They wanted things to move much quicker and really just put a fresh coat of paint on it. Now that
They were a little dusty, huh?
yeah, a little dusty, but in the sense, you know, loyal, good person. It always sucks when it's a good person, and this person was very loyal and a really good person, and just kind overall.
Yeah.
And I'll never forget.
Oh, that's the times I don't want to know.
This one really was rough. I remember getting in our old GM's car with this person, driving the back roads to what was, I think we went to Applebee's or Fridays or something like that. Gave the guy lunch, and he knew at some point, he goes, I'm getting fired, aren't I? And we were like, oh my God. At the time,
Yeah, why do the lunch thing? Why
I don't
muddy
know.
the waters?
Because, you know why? Because it was, I mean, this is the polar opposite of the other story you just said. Because, you know, you're like, God dang it, this sucks. And
Here's a chicken salad that'll give you diarrhea later, and we're firing you.
And you don't, and you don't deserve, you know, poor treatment. But at the same time, I wish it hadn't gone down like that. I really wish, looking back, that something different would have been done. Either find a way to put him in a different position, or, you know, if you're going to cut him loose, just be like, listen, this is the reason behind it.
Do it like a Band-Aid. Although I still say I still want to fire somebody, but not somebody sweet and nice like that. I want to fire somebody like the other guy who's such a douche.
What part do you want to, what piece of energy do you want to get out of firing someone? I've been involved in a lot of it, being in a management level. Currently, right now, I don't have to worry about it. I mean, I let everybody else handle that. But I've had to be involved. Some very justified.
Exactly. It'll make me feel justified. It'll make me feel like you didn't do your job.
Right.
So you don't deserve to be here.
But you do know that you're still affecting a human's life outside of that. You know,
I
those
do,
emotions
but you know
will,
what? They should have done their job.
But you do realize that you might lay awake at night, at least one night, maybe in your case 2 hours,
probably not.
and it will eventually hit you. And I think until it happens, until it actually where you're able to do it, you may not realize it's going to hit you. Well, ask your dad. Okay, your dad worked for Ford for his entire career.
Yes,
worked himself all the way up the ladder. Undoubtedly had to terminate people, justifiably or not. I want you to ask your dad, and I want you to report back on this. Okay. Even the ones justifiably, did he ever have an afterthought for any of them going, what happened here? And you can't let this be the reason you wouldn't fire someone, but you still have the feelings going, I did affect someone's life. You probably know whether they have kids or not, whether they, you know, whether that it hits you. It's a weird thing. Some people you absolutely in the moment are like, he needed, they had it coming. They had it coming. But there is an after effect to it. And it is,
I'll ask my dad.
Yeah.
But I also think that they won't let me fire anyone, because I always chuckle in awkward situations or like get real smiley, like,
It takes a lot to take you away from that. I mean, if somebody really put you over the edge and they're like, okay, Allie, go ahead, you can do the deed. You might be able to. But I really want to know, because I understand what you're saying, but it really it has something when even the people that deserve to go, you know that you're affecting somebody's life somewhere, in some way.
What about the girl that we fired during COVID that you didn't like? Oh, don't
I'm trying
care.
to remember which one. Do you need to write it down?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me just write it on the back of this.
And then I'm going to give you a quick quiz before we wrap up.
Okay.
Going to really find out what kind of person you are.
I can't believe you don't remember this one. You couldn't stand her.
You know what? I'll tell you. Here's the thing. I look back on that one, and yeah, that was a difficult person strictly because of personality issues.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't just, I mean, I could tell you all day long, Allie and I are the two easiest people to get along with. And
No,
if
I
you
don't
can't
know
get
about
along with
that.
us, you deserve to be fired. No, this individual struggled with so many people in this building on a personal level.
I think everyone.
I think pretty much everyone. I remember being on the phone call with a level of corporate before that person went.
Mm-hmm.
And I specifically remember saying to that person, I find this difficult because I realize they're not a bad person. They do good enough work, in certain areas, but it is just the chemistry's not there. But I also realize this is going to affect their life. And the person that was on the other end of the phone, actually, I remember them saying, that is extremely big of you to have that opinion. I said, this has come to an impasse in our building, but I know that it's going to affect this person. And
I would say, see ya, sucker.
Yeah, there you go. I need to do a quiz with you. I need to find out what kind of person you are.
I think we just found out.
Yeah,
what
after
kind of
20
person I am.
years. I want you to answer honestly these questions.
Okay.
All right. I'll keep a little score here. I believe there's, let's see, 1, 2, okay, there's 8 quick questions here. Okay. I might have to explain 1 or 2 in a little bit more.
Okay, go ahead.
Do you take a problem you have with a person to the person?
I would say 9 times out of 10. Yes.
Okay, we're going to go yes. Number 2, are you a vault?
Wait, does doing it in a passive aggressive way still count?
If it makes you feel better.
What was the second one? Am I a
The second
vault?
one is, are you a vault? Tell you something in confidence I can already answer this.
I'm actually really good at this.
And, someone that says, please don't say anything
Yeah, I will not say anything except
to me.
Zach. No, I was
I'm
going to say,
just kidding.
except Zach will probably know. If you tell me something, my significant other will know.
That's different.
Yeah.
That's different. All right. I'm actually giving you a yes on that one.
Thank you.
Didn't quite expect it, but all right. Number 3, do you redirect without a sermon? In other words,
Oh yeah. What did Aaron say? What did our engineer say? Yesterday?
What?
No, yesterday I made a business phone call in front of him, and he was like, "Ellie, I really liked." I was leaving a message, and he goes, "I really liked that. You're just direct. This is what I need. This is what I need to tell you." So I think that no sermon required.
wow.
Now is the cloud of disappointment there? Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. All right. Number 4. So far, these are all yeses. Let's see here. Do you say good things behind people's back?
Oh my God, all the time. Can't even say enough.
Didn't expect that either.
Really?
No.
Well, I mean,
okay.
like
I
my
think
girlfriends.
You and I shit talk a lot of people.
Oh yeah, but like
that's
my
just the 2 of
girlfriends,
us screwing around.
my girlfriends, I will constantly talk so well about them.
Do you talk about your ideas, your plans, and the person in front of them, and the person in front of them? In other words, how do I phrase this?
Can you say that again?
Okay. Do you talk about ideas, plans, and the person in front of them? In other words, remove other people's businesses from the conversational menu, and something has to fill that space. So, for you, do you? Or is it everything else? The book, the trip, the idea. I guess the question is do you talk about your ideas and your plans in front of, and then, with that person, if they have an idea or if they have a plan, or do you take it and kind of be like, that was
Oh
awful.
yeah, no, I love getting deep and down and dirty in a conversation.
That one's a weird phrasing. So
yeah, I feel like you didn't know what you were asking me.
well, I do, but I'm trying to do it in a way where I'm not giving up what you are. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Nothing. I'm rereading that to see if I can phrase it any better. Let's see here.
Well, I mean, I feel like I can answer it with this. I think I hate small talk. So
Okay, remove other people's business from the conversation.
Yeah,
would be
so-
a way to get rid of small talk.
yeah, so I think
Yeah.
let's talk about your ideas, your hopes, your dreams, your
So
loves.
they would say for you, then it's everything else: the book, the trip, the idea that
Yeah.
you can focus on. Okay, now that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Weird the way that it was originally phrased, but all right, so that's a yes too.
Okay.
Number 6, do you ever assume you're missing context when you're talking to someone? When the story is going around?
Yes,
you
all
know,
the time, because I've got too many thoughts and I can't get them out fast enough.
Okay.
And then it'll be one of those, wait, let me back it up. I think I forgot to say that. Or you will even be like, wait, are you talking about fill in the blank?
Yeah, sometimes I know your brain gets ahead of every piece of the description, and I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Which one are we talking about?
Yeah, all the time.
I understand that. Okay. All right, that's a
I'm like,
yes.
what? You don't know what I was thinking? Come
Yeah,
on.
I'm sorry. Number 7. Do you let the silence do the disagreeing?
Yes. That was easy.
Number 8, and the final one here. Let's see. Do you know the difference between gossip and a warning?
At this age, yes.
This is it. Okay, that's good. That's a great answer. At this, here's what the trait really describes. Here's the trait that separates what I'm about to explain to you from a mere confident avoidance. The person will absolutely tell you the thing that you need to know. Okay. For example, that the contractor took the deposit and vanished. Oh, that sucks. You don't want to know that. That the charming new guy has a pattern. Researchers who study gossip functions note that the meaningful share of it is protective, and that what I'm about to tell you understands the distinction perfectly between it's a warning or a gossip, a warning sign or a gossip.
So tell me what I am.
So you are, from what psychology says, a woman with true class who never gossips about others displays these 8 unique traits.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah,
It's been fun. I'm here all day
true class sitting right across from me.
with the banana earrings.
Can't win them all, right?
No.
All right, well, go bathe in that.
Stay classy, Twin Tears.
Well, that was fun. Wasn't that fun? That was fun. Do us a favor, will you? Subscribe. Share the Scott and Alley Not for Air podcast. Touch our buttons. We know you want to.